So welcome to this kind of test video. We'll try to record this Kitbash session with the new tablet setup. I'm working on two conversions to kind of get a clean slate again between all the preparations for Adapticon and painting Golden Demon stuff. So I will use two of the starter Stormcast Eternals. I think this one usually has a shield and is kind of a promo mini that you can get in Games Workshops to get into the game, while this one is from the how to get into Age of Sigmar leaflet starter issue, whatever, don't know. As you can see, I have already blue tagged a few parts roughly to the miniature so I can see what pose I want to have. He's using parts from the Deathwatch Captain Artemis gun. I think it's Marnius Calgar's head from the new Primaris version. A Blood Angel's torso, which I will try to get merged with that one. The handle of his blade will go away. We'll add a few details later. And the other one will have a shooting position with kind of a bionic armored arm instead of the regular shield and weapon swap one can often see. So let's get started. I have so far not glued anything on these models, and I also have clipped off all the pins inside so that I can easily put the parts together and can take them apart so that I can reach some of the areas better where I want to make a cut. For example, to cut away this little thing here. It is better to have the miniature in this stage. Let's see if I can zoom us a bit in. Well, while the zoom is okay, the focus is not. I want to leave as much of the underlying leather detail. That's why I didn't cut it away as a whole, but did it partially so I can scrape away a few bits and have a clean space here. Okay, I have to try that zoom somewhen. Still a bit of plastic left. I prefer using this Mark 12 blade because it has a short blade, so it's more sturdy and you have less of a blade with which you can cut yourself, and it also has this round, not sharp edge here, so there's very high security in using this. Get away that anvil. Get away, take away, scrape away, whatever. Excuse my bad English today. Maybe I'll find a small aquila somewhere in my bits box to replace that one. Don't want that detail either. And probably I will need a bit more space for the head, so I'll carve this out now while I can. And give it a bit of a round edge. Have to be careful with my tools over here because the tablet is kind of in my way and I have a few blind spots on my desk. I'm not so sure if I will need new shoulder guards for her or if I just use the old ones at some point. So I will be careful to cut them off in a way that I can use them later. That won't be possible over here, so we'll just get rid of it. Again, I'm not sure where to make the cut here. It would be cool if I were able to cut it right here, but the angle is quite bad for this. Let's see if the Mark 12 can handle it. So I'll have either to find something that will cover this up, probably Probably the backpack. And we'll cover that side later with the one or other pistol holster, I think. So I'm always using the tool that is, well, I try to use the tool that's as efficient as possible. Using the razor saw only when I need clean straight cuts, or when I want a particular detail from the model. So I think we can glue these parts together. As we have a join over here, I'll apply glue on both sides and let it set just a few seconds, so it slightly melts the plastic, and when I squeeze the parts together we have a little bit of excess glue that closes the gap. Of course, on the shoulders there's no model to glue to. Not sure if these little remaining pieces of the shoulder pads might be a cool detail. I was too fast working on the model over here, so I'll have to set it down as long as this dries. And if that's the case, nonetheless, I just put a thin coat of plastic glue over here that I will scrape away later. And this should fill these gaps nicely. Let's keep on. What do we want with her? Shooting a plasma pistol. Using the small one from the Betrayal at Kalth Mark IV. Space Marines Tactical Squad. Primaris Reaver. Bolt pistol arm. When I cut round pieces, I try to cut them from two sides at least, so I keep most of the detail, most of the edge, and don't angle the blade too much. Makes no sense. To get a straighter cut, I do it from two sides so that I don't go, yeah, you know, lost for words. We will glue the plasma pistol only after the arm is on the model. Blue tack for the beginning. I'm not sure what head I want to use. Either one of the new Necromunda Enforcer heavies or this one from the Adeptus Sororitas squad box. I usually have a plastic container by my side where I put all the parts that I don't use at the moment, or stuff that I have cut off. So let's see what we can do on him. While the part with the hand looks quite easy, I'm not super sure how to or where exactly to make the cut, so I'll leave it a little bit longer. Making a kind of pilot cut with the blade, then going in with the razor saw. That was dumb, so always cut in a way you won't cut yourself when you're going through the model, because that saw is quite sharp. So maybe we can pull the rest of that glove together in a way that it merges with the power armor of the Deathwatch hand. Could work. We'll see. Also, when using my clippers, I most of the time put a finger above the part that I clip off, or even hold the part in my hand so that it won't fly away. Especially helpful when you look closely at your model while clipping. You surely don't want any little plastic parts in your eye. I think we'll use that file. And I have to find a upper arm with shoulder that will go well with the combi flamer. And he needs a bigger neck piece. I'm not quite sure where I really want to go with this, or if I will use this part. It looks cool, would certainly give him a slightly different appearance. It would be prudent to cut away the front armor and just replace it with this one. Do like that it is spaced the way it is. So I will think about this and do another video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Be excellent to each other.